Now, your Alaska Link weather for Anchorage and South Central.
Good evening and happy August. We have flipped the calendar page and here into our Thursday, we were holding on to a bit of that cloudier sky, still some filtered sunshine and some pleasant temperatures. But through the overnight, note that we are watching waves of energy lifting, especially with impacts across the interior. And that is bringing some showers, especially to our mountain ranges, which could allow for a shower to break into some of our lower elevation points, as well as bring in some gusty winds. And these will continue at least into our early morning hours of our Friday, where we can highlight some of those wind gusts there, trying to get upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour all the way through the valley and into the Copper River Basin. So some concerns there of a weak disturbance that's going to allow for some showers and some wind here as we roll into our Friday. But then we're going to note that overall dry conditions are going to try to prevail. We see that we're going to have two battles of a system, one to our north and one to the south. That high pressure system that's to our south, though, is what's going to bring more influence locally, keeping dry conditions for much of the weekend. And paired up with it will be some seasonable temperatures as well. So a pleasant forecast here for our first weekend of August. So here as we head into our Friday, we'll mention those isolated showers on the board. We have a high of 64 degrees, so just shy there of average, especially with some moisture in the air that can dial our temperatures back a bit. And we know that we have some times of those winds as well. But we can see through the forecast a lot of that rain potential does stay over our higher elevation points. We do have another wave that tries to push in by the end of day Friday. So looking at most of any rainfall potential largely wants to come in our overnight hours, which would mean for some beautiful daytime weather. We note that though really not much ever moving towards portions like the Kenai Peninsula. So when it comes down to any rainfall accumulation, we see lots of zeros here for the Kenai up through the bowl possible. Where those mountain ranges are closer to some of those communities, that's where some rainfall potential is around. Some of this could be very light misting like a rainfall, so not going to be seeing any big numbers on the board, more a few hundredths of an inch like seen there in areas like Wasilla and into even portions there of the valley. Again, where communities can have some of those higher elevation points, that's where some of those bigger numbers will be noted, looking a little drier there for the Copper River Basin as well. So daylight hours has fallen now under 17 hours. We are at 5:37 for our sunrise and 10:34 for our sunset, losing just over about 5 minutes per day. We'll note that with the gray skies, we hold near seasonal, definitely where rain will be a bit more possible. That's where those temperatures will hold into those 50s, but otherwise we are seeing near normal. We do get a chance at breaking up some of those rain chances into our Saturday, which will help those temperatures stay more near the 60s across much of the South Central. And then Sunday should be our best chance at getting more seasonable temperatures there with a high 67 into Anchorage. Even Monday as well, looking partly sunny with a high 68. So some drier weather conditions there with those seasonable temperatures to push us into early next week. As of now, when it comes down to chances for some showers for next week, they are light at the moment, still fine tuning the next arriving low pressure system that could potentially bring some cooling again.